Walt Harrison, Jerry Seltzer here at the Oakland Coliseum Arena, where we're watching a championship round game between the Chiefs and the Bay Area Bombers, who are moving now into the fourth and final period in the first half. Some of these stations you'll see the last half immediately, some you'll not see it till next week, but you will get a chance to see this complete championship round game between two tremendous rivals, the Chiefs and the Bay Area Bombers. Don't forget the Chiefs opened their home season against the same Bay Area Bomber team. O'Connell is holding three helmets. He didn't want to let the Chiefs know what helmet he was going to wear till this jam started. Then he slipped on the pivot helmet. He's battling with Bob Woodbury. He puts Woodbury over the rail. Meanwhile, on the jam, Mike Gammon and Tony Roman, two of the greatest, are moving. O'Connell trying to cross him up that time. He was holding a blocker's helmet, a jammer's helmet, and a pivot helmet. He ended up with a pivot helmet. Pete Boyd put on the blocker's helmet. Bob Woodbury back to the block. Tony Roman right behind him. Mike Gammon signaling ahead. They're bouncing Roman around now. Woodbury blocking on Roman, puts it down. Up on O'Connell's back goes Gammon, slides off. Woodbury with the block on O'Connell. He's passed for a point by Mike Gammon. They're moving on the block, on the pack now. It's Pete Boyd. Hammered and pulled down by Woodbury, and it's legal. O'Connell's pointing it out to the referee. He wants to know what happened there. Pete Boyd's protesting too. Woodbury seemed to throw himself on Pete Boyd, grab him around the head and drag him down. Hugh Kendall, the referee, is telling Pete Boyd he didn't grab you, he just had his arm over your neck. 18-13. I tell you, there's bad blood out here in this game, and it's been because of the signing of the Chiefs by Bob Woodbury, which, as far as the ruling they got, was a perfectly legitimate move. O'Connell thinks it was not because of the lateness in the signing of this man just before the championship games. So the score now is 18-13. The Chiefs lead the Bay Area Bombers. O'Connell after Woodbury at the head of the pack. He doesn't get him out of the game one way. He's going to get him out another way. And O'Connell really working him over. There's Woodbury in the rail. O'Connell turning around to get another shot at it. Hammers it again. The short right. Bill Morrissey calls a penalty on Charlie O'Connell. O'Connell wants to know why. Well, it was a short right, although the referee demonstrated a left hook. The jam was cut off. Woodbury still on the deck. He was out. He was out. Manager Jimenez trying to bring him out of it now. They can cut off the jam. The officials can when there's an injured skater on the track. Billy O'Connell is really burning, and he is in the penalty box now. This game, boy, don't miss that last half. It's going to be a war. 18-13 is the score. The Chiefs lead. Rayner working on Woodbury, so O'Connell's in the penalty box, but Woodbury's out of action for this jam also for the Chiefs. Here we go again. The pack is formed. The jam getting underway. Larry Lee's going to jam number 44. You got to like this youngster. He's a good one. In front of him, Bob Dansell. Bill Grohl is going out. Pete Boyd is going out for the Bombers. Bill Grohl gets a whip from Larry Lee. Bill Grohl moving on Dansell. Pete Boyd moving on Bill Grohl. Dansell down, put there by Bill Grohl. Pete Boyd moving on Bill Grohl. Bill Grohl knows it though. There he is. Bill Grohl on the rail. Pete Boyd, the moving wall, is moving this time for the Bay Area Bombers. Boy, they're taking out all stops. Bombers have O'Connell out of the penalty box working on Bill Grohl, hammering him. Pete Boyd goes by for the point. O'Connell leading the charge. Blocking by Tony Roman. Blocking by Golovoski and Dansell. And the Bombers picked up three, I believe. It is 3 big points for the moving wall. Pete Boyd. 18-16 is the score. 7:25 to go in the first half. Jerry, you can just feel the tension in this game.
I'm telling you something, Walt, I've never felt this in a game on the first half like this. It is just building, and it's, you know something is going to happen. O'Connell cannot contain himself out there. It's absolutely fantastic.
You're just afraid of what's going to happen when the explosion hits, and it's going to hit.
I think one thing
is going to jam again.
One thing is readily apparent, and that is Bob Woodbury is going to help this Chief team.
If he stays in there. O'Connell is really working on them. They're jammers, but they're both staying at the rear of the pack now. They want to hit back there. The jammers are John Early, 47, Jim Cook, 38 for the Bombers. At the rear of the pack, O'Connell's grabbed by Bill Grohl, Woodbury, Pete Boyd in there. Here come the jammers. Points are scored in there. I think it's the Chiefs. O'Connell gets it now for Woodbury. Pete Boyd moving in on Woodbury now. There's Bill Grohl in there on Pete Boyd. They all go down in the heat. Boy, the last half. Bill Grohl steps on Pete Boyd as he moves away. Bombers are down. Woodbury, Bill Grohl are on their skates. 20-16 is now the score. The Chiefs lead the Bombers.
Perhaps the most asked question is, how do you get into this game and how do you become a skater? If you want information on how to become a roller derby skater and enter a training school, write Roller Derby Training Centers, Post Office Box 1827, Oakland, California 94604, and we'll send you information on the school nearest where you live.
Here we go again. We have 5:40 to go in the first half. Don't forget, I have an interview at the end of the half. These two clubs, well, when the Chiefs open their homestand, their opponent will be the Bay Area Bombers. That'll take the roof off any arena they meet in. Here we go again. The Chiefs are minus a skater. Bill Grohl in the... No, it's not Bill Grohl in the penalty box. Mike Gammon for some reason. Tony Roman in the jam and Larry Lee with him. They're not for long. Larry way out on the cement. He goes. He scrambles right back in the track, though. He's a tough one. Tony Roman in scoring position. Bob Woodbury back to the block. Charlie O'Connell dropping back to help out Tony Roman. Watch the fireworks now. Woodbury the block on Roman. O'Connell keeping an eye on the action. Charlie O, number 40. Lays a skate backwards into Woodbury. He's passed by Roman for a point. O'Connell leading the charge of Bill Grohl. Hammers him with the knee. Hits with the shoulder. On the outside, it's for three. Woodbury still doubled up on the infield, and O'Connell left skaters in his wake. Bill Grohl protesting about the treatment that Woodbury got from Charlie O'Connell. It's hard to see a block. The man puts a skate behind him.
Well, look at these fans, Walt. Look at them. About 8,000 fans here. They're all on their feet.
Boy, they're going to be there. We just had 4:15 to go in the first half, and we have the entire last half coming up. 20-19 off that three-point play.
I think the big point to bring out is, in spite of all this in this Bomber rush, the Chiefs still lead.
And Woodbury's back on the infield, getting the attention of a trainer, missing another jam. He's missing the jams now because of Charlie O'Connell working him over. In the second period, he missed him because the penalties called on him. But it's obvious that O'Connell is out to get him out of there. Chris Rowe, 32 on the jam for the Bombers, followed by Joe Perez, 43 in the Chiefs, 3:40 to go in the first half. Oh, man. This is going to be too much. Chris Rowe working on Joe Perez. Perez stays on his skates, though. Chris Rowe being worked on by Joe Perez now. Perez with the inside blocking position. They're moving on the back. Bill Grohl back to the block for the Chiefs. Pete Boyd there to block for the Bay Area Bombers. Bill Grohl blocking on Chris Rowe, 32. Pete Boyd, 36, blocking Joe Perez, 43 of the Chiefs. Chris Rowe, way back now. Bill Grohl, the jump block on Pete Boyd, but he missed it. 14 seconds. Perez decked in there by Chris Rowe, moving behind Pete Boyd, blocking at Bill Grohl, and that's a point, and he cuts it off. Woodbury, off the infield, coming back on the track. Saw Chris Rowe on the rail where he'd been hit by Mike Gavin, and he went over and kicked him out on the floor. I don't know if we do another penalty, if they consider the time was out or not. Crowd really up in arms against Woodbury. And so is Charlie O'Connell. Can the Chiefs work this man into their lineup? That's the big question. Off that point picked up by Chris Rowe, we have a 20-20 score now. That was a team penalty because it was a penalty drawn by Woodbury, not as a member of the team on the track. So they have to put a man in the penalty box, but it does not have to be Woodbury. Somebody interfering from the infield, it's a team penalty, not on that specific man. So the Chiefs have 4 out there and the Bombers have 5. Orozco trying to keep Gammon in the pack. Tony Roman trying to get off the Bombers, and he's hit by Mike Gammon. At the rear of the pack, O'Connell and Woodbury. Woodbury choking O'Connell. Shoves him to the infield. Penalty on Woodbury. His third legitimate one of the game. And O'Connell reaches off the ball. Gets up to O'Connell's back and starts pelting him. Pete Boyd pulls Woodbury off. Bill Grohl in there. I tell you, this game is going to explode all throughout the game. Woodbury to the infield, kicking the penalty box over at that end of the track. Crowd standing and screaming. got one here in this championship round game between the Chiefs and the Bay Area Bombers. A minute 06 to go in the first half. Don't forget of an interview coming up at the end of the half. Woodbury back in the penalty box. He's been in there 3 times legitimately. He's had a penalty called on him that was called on the team when he interfered from the infield. 45 seconds left in this half. Remember, this jam can go the full 60 seconds, so there are 4 Bombers out there. The Chiefs have 5, but they shouldn't. Lloyd Turpin leads the team. They have 4 on the track now, and the Bombers have their 5. Got it the wrong way there for a while. There's no Bomber penalties on that play. It was Woodbury that drew the penalty, but the Chiefs are going to get the first man out, and he's going to be Dynamite Mike Gammon on the play. We have 22 seconds left in the first half, but we have 55 seconds left in this jam. Jim Cook in the middle for the Bombers now. O'Connell on the infield after that roughhouse treatment from Bob Woodbury. He has to set out this jam to recover. Jamming Mike Gammon by himself now for the Chiefs. 40 seconds left in the jam, but 3 seconds left in the half. But this jam goes to full 60. Bill Groh over the block. The Chiefs are down a skater, but they're going to pick up points. They have the dangerous Mike Gammon out there. A Roscoe done by Bill Groh. 2 points. Gammon cuts it off before Cook can get up there to get into scoring position. So the Chiefs down. One skater still managed to score 2 points against the Bay Area Bombers, and that's the Charlie O'Connell up with his hands on his hips, wanting to know why. So that's 4 points. It's 4 points now. I don't know where they got the other 2. But anyway, they chalked it up on the scoreboard. We'll check in the last half and see if that is correct. So the score here at the end of the first half, don't forget, stay tuned for the interview. The Bay Area Bombers 20 and the Chiefs 24.